Hey everybody, I just got back from the 2020 Shelby GT500 Track Attack. This is the owner's experience hosted by the Ford Performance Racing School in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is actually my second time going. I had, prior to this carbon fiber track pack, I had a base model 2020 GT500. I used that allocation to attend the first session that they had back in the spring. It was in May of this year, 2020. I did post a video of that. Many of you have seen it. It's been viewed over 18,000 times. This is the Track Attack 2.0. The format's a little different now. You're going to see in this video, we basically start in the classroom. We go to the drag strip. We spend all morning at the drag strip making multiple passes. Ended up with 15 total passes, which was fantastic. And then we break for lunch, go back to the classroom, and we spent all afternoon at the road course or on the Roval there. Absolutely insane fun. This is a must-do event. This is free to owners in their first year of ownership. You don't have to wait for the official invite. Once you have your car in your possession, call Jill, who you're gonna see. Call her with your VIN, and she will sign you up. And you're going to get a follow-on confirmation email from Therese with all the pertinent information. All right, enough in my garage. It's time to go to Charlotte for an amazing day. Here we go. Hey everybody, it's early morning and I'm at the Ford Performance Racing School. I'm here for the 2020 Shelby GT500 Track Attack. It's the owner's experience you can do in the first year of ownership. I was at the first event back in May here. I sold that car. I'm back for round two. It's an amazing day. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.
As I said, my name is Bill. I live locally here in Charlotte. I've been involved in racing and instructing for 28 years. Been fortunate to drive everything from Formula cars, go-karts, stock cars, racing them out on the big ovals. Got back into road racing, in the Grand Am Series with the Mustang Cobra. Always been a motorcycle enthusiast, so I started racing bikes, started with the on-road road racing, then got into off-road stuff, desert racing. I've raced the Dakar a few times on a motorcycle. Throughout all the racing, I've been instructing and teaching the entire time. Also, this is kind of what I've done for a career, working at different driving schools, working for different manufacturers, doing testing and training. I did contract test driving for Michelin for 6 years. So that's kind of my background. Everybody that you're going to meet today, that you're going to be working with and is going to be helping you out with the experience, they've all got a background at some level with racing and instructing and everything. And so we share this with you guys so you understand the folks that are giving you this information. They really know what they're doing. They live this is their business, and this is what they do. So you can trust anything that they say, any of the information they give you. It's not just something that they're making up, somebody that fit the uniform you grabbed off the street. They all have racing backgrounds. Roll forward to the next, you hit the second, you get the bottom light and the little crossbar. You are fully staged, you're ready to go. Okay, if you deep stage, if you keep going a little further, what happens is you go to the point where the back tire clears that light. So the back tire clears that light, which means the front tire's over here. You now what they call deep staged. The top light goes out. You are still staged and can still take off, okay? But you are way close to the actual trigger light. And it's important you understand that, because if you deep stage and you've got your tire way down here, and this is about the gap, it's about a foot or a little over a foot on the gap in the staging lights, right? This is going to affect your reaction time and where you take off. We'll talk about it in just a minute. But if the front of my tire is right here versus right here, that's a delay difference, right? Here, if I get on the gas a little sooner, it's got to travel further before it hits this beam. Here, it doesn't have to travel as far. So you got to be aware of that if you've deep staged yourself. Because if you cross that beam with the tire before the light goes green, you get a red light and you've lost the race, or you're out. So that's how that staging light works there. So that's kind of the how that works. It says we're doing a sportsman tree. So with the sportsman tree, you see the yellows, the 3 yellows there? They're going to count down. You're going to get the first one, the second one, and the third one. When you crossed this beam right here versus when the light went green, okay? So if you're sitting there, you're watching, let's say we stage right here. We're watching, light goes green, we hit the gas, we cross the beam. That's going to be a really slow reaction time, okay? Because remember, even though you got on the gas at green here, the time doesn't start till you cross here. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a small reaction time, which is from the time that light goes green to the time you cross here. So the trick is you don't leave on the green. You leave on the second yellow, or the third yellow rather.
Drag strip. You're going to start with the 8th mile. We did 4 8th mile solo passes. We then went to the 1/4 mile. We did 2 solo passes on my day. How many you do are going to be similar, but kind of depends on how quickly the students get through the line. But 4 8th mile, 2 1/4 mile, and then the rest were all heads up, head-to-head 1/4 mile racing. My best time was a 12:1, and my top speed was a 1:29. My best reaction, which was my last one, was a 0.65. You'll learn to time the lights. After you stage, the lights will count down. It happens kind of quickly. You release your brake foot just as the last yellow light is just beginning to light up. You'll release the brake and then launch basically on the green.
Show you guys the line lock. Okay, we're gonna run you line lock with traction control on, kind of the safe way to do it, right? You want to do a smoky burnout for your friends, you know, at the car show or whatever. You don't want to end up on YouTube wrecking your car after that really bitchin' burnout. Do it with the traction control on. You can smoke them down, burn them down all you want, and then when you hit the button, it just kind of shut it down. Traction control off, it's like a top fuel dragster. As long as you keep your foot in the floor, it's going to keep spinning those tires. These cars have enough power, they'll spin them all the way down the quarter mile. You got to be in drag mode, right? So put the car in drag mode, then you're going to go and you're going to hit the Cobra button. From the Cobra button, it brings up track apps. You hit it, go down to your line lock, and then you've got a sequence of buttons and pushing the pedal and all that good stuff. Depending on where you're at the track and the program they run, they may say, we don't want you driving through the water. You may not want to drive through the water. You can if you want, but Chad will show you. Chad, you ready? You can see they'll give you a spot that you can go around the side. And then you can back into the water. They'll back up, just barely get the tires in. So again, we want to make sure we're in drag mode. So we select that down here into drag mode. In gear, wheels straight. We're going to select the Cobra to go to our track apps. Once we're in track apps, we'll go to line lock, and then we follow the prompts. So line lock OK, it says hold OK to initialize line lock. So I'll hold OK, it'll spool up the wheel. Once it says firmly engaged brake, you press and hold the brake down. Press again and it's engaged. Go ahead and step away from the car. Way back. Right down the middle. Notice how it's really dark and then it's shaded dark and then there's no grip at all. We want to stay down the center in the middle here. So when we come up, we're going to line ourselves up. I'll explain the tree in a minute, but we get ourselves lined up. We're focusing on the tree. As soon as the tree goes green and we take off, our vision should shift, looking all the way down at the end of the track. We're not looking at the yellow line. We're not looking at the wall. We're looking straight down the middle at the end of the track. And no matter what happens with the car, we keep the front tires pointed down the track. If the car starts sliding, turn the wheel enough to keep it pointed down the track. Don't get into doing crazy amounts of overcorrection. All you need to do is turn the wheel enough to keep the tires pointed straight down the track, okay? So let's talk about the lights here real quick, gang. As I said, you've got your stage, pre-stage, all that good stuff. When you first roll up, when you first pull in, that is your pre-stage light, okay? That tells it you're right there. Now we're gonna go a little further. If we're running two cars, you will see the second light up. Remember, for two cars, make sure both cars are staging equally. Now, once you're in that, you start creeping up, creep up. Oh, come in there. That's a full stage. If we're running 2 cars again, let me get in a little deeper. We don't start our launch control yet. Let the second car in. Now they're in. Now we can both bring the RPM up. Let me show you one other thing here, gang. So we got the deep stage, or the pre-stage, regular stage. Let's keep going, keep going. That's your deep stage. I'm out of the first beam. Try not to go into the deep stage, okay? We get to switch on. We on now?
Yeah, ready?
All right, here we go. So we ready? Go. Oh, and we went, okay? See the green, we take off, it's all good. That's how it works. If we leave too early, you see the red light. So she's in stage, RPM up.
Everybody always wonders what RPM to launch these cars at, and there's a lot of variables. My car sweet spot that day, that track, that time was 1900 RPMs. That seemed to work out best for me. I initially started at 1500 RPMs, worked my way up to 2200 RPMs. That was actually the only race that I lost on all the heads-up racing. 2200 RPMs was too much for the tire, for the track, and the car bogged off the line. But I would say start between 1500 and 2000, see what works for you. Was 1500 RPMs. That one was 1800 RPMs, and it's also it hasn't really bogged too badly off the line, but it's bogging on the shift from first to second. It's getting a little loose and bogging. ran about the same time. But yeah, 1900 worked out really well. Alright, here we go. My reaction time wasn't that great. My last run previous to this one was 0.33 off the line. I think this one's going to be a little bit slower, but it was faster than his. Stage first. He red lighted. He red lighted. And I still got the W. That reaction time felt really good again. I left better on that time. Find out what my reaction time was. Felt better. Alright, that was my best reaction time yet. 0.65. I feel like if I try to improve that at any more, I'm gonna end up freaking red lighting it. 128 was my speed at 12.6. Not too bad. All right, we just finished drag racing. What was your best reaction time?
0.004.
Lies, fake news.
No, I'll show you.
Yeah, that was a friggin' blast. Holy crap. So the first time I came here, we did a bunch of exercises in the cars, and then we did a lot less drag racing. This time we did a bunch of drag racing. And Chris over there got to see some crazy action. That was fun. I had one loss, all the rest were W's. The loss was too high RPMs, 2200, and I just spun. Plus he beat me off the line. But spun and bogged. But 1900 seemed to work great. Every time I had 1900, I got the W, so good fun.
Right there, isn't it? So that's super inviting looking, going, heck yeah, man, I'm flying. Here's the problem. When you finally get your eyes up and realize that you're about to run off the edge of the track, look how sharp of a turn you got to make to keep from wrecking. Right? A lot of times people go straight off the edge, they come over here. Or if you go out there while you're doing your slow lap, take a peek. And you'll notice as you come off, you'll see after that, you may not see those marks, but you'll see a lot that do this, that curve in, that curve to the inside. Because they came in, they pinched off the corner, didn't want to go slow, so they matched the gas where they had a whole lot of steering in, and it kicks the back end around and they spin to the inside. But let's say they don't spin out. You didn't spin out this time. You realize what's going on. Got slowed down. Now to keep from running off, we're probably doing 20. We'll be real nice and say maybe 25. You're right there at 20 or 25 by the time you get back on the gas. Now it's a straight line coming on the gas right there, but still you're doing it 20 or 25. Are you gonna be back up to 45 by there? No, you're not, okay? Now, let's talk about the late turn in, late apex. I'm gonna move my little turning green here. We're gonna move it down a little bit. So that's my turn in. I'm gonna move the apex over here. So now it is a late turn in, late apex, and a big arc out. So what we've done here is we've made the sharpest part of the turn early on, right here. That's the sharpest part. We need to slow down a little bit more, right? Got to go a little slower than what we were able to do in the constant radius turn. So let's say we're doing maybe 40 miles an hour. We had to slow down a little bit, not a whole lot. So we slowed down a little early. First thing to note, we came in and we're supposed to do 40 to do this, but maybe we're doing like 44, 45, 46. Look how much space I have here to finish and scrub the speed, right? I've got extra room to fix that problem. Here, how much extra room did I have when I finally realized I'm going way too fast? Not a lot, right? So you have some room to fix it. But here's where it really starts working for you. So we make the sharp part of the turn right here. We've got just a little bit left to get down to the apex. At that point in time, we've already slowed the car. We made the turn. We're gonna go to what we call maintenance throttle. Maintenance throttle is giving it just enough gas to maintain the speed that we slowed down to. Okay, so if we slow down to 30 miles an hour, if I just kept coasting, I'd be doing 29, 27, 25, right? But if I slow down to 30 and then hold it just enough gas, I'm gonna maintain 30 miles an hour. Think about driving on the freeway. We accelerate up on the on-ramp. What do we do when we get out to the freeway when we want to cruise at 70 miles an hour? We back off the gas and give it just enough gas to go 70 miles an hour. Or at least I hope you do. Hope you're not one of those, drive you nuts. Anyhow, so we give a maintenance throttle nice and smooth. But as we start unwinding the wheel, what can we do with the gas? Feed the power in, right? So I start giving it a little gas maintenance. I start unwinding. And as I unwind and track out and get straighter and straighter, eventually I'm wide open and down the road.
Woo! That's crazy.
This is awesome.
This is Steve.
God.
fastest group here. So I've done this before, and the other student is he's done road racing, road courses before. So they paired us together. But yeah, now we're back to driving slowly. My car says 0 miles till empty. I am out of gas. Let's see. He's been talking to us, so we'll see if I can make it back to the garage without running out of gas. into speed, and we're a good matchup. This car is out of gas. That is fun. Woohoo! Just finished the first road course episode. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Smells like hot rubber in here. They got to put some gas in these cars because there is nothing left in mine. That was fun. We need to do that again immediately. I'm starting out in the middle position, and here we go. All right. I got a full tank of gas. session number 2. Gave the cars another hard workout. It was freaking fantastic. As you saw, we had another join the fast group. They put us out on the track first, thinking we wouldn't run up on any other groups, but we went all the way around and caught up with one of the slower groups. So we passed them, but too much fun. I got a little sideways a couple times. A lot of power. Time to cool down, hydrate, and go again.
Once you learn the line you're trying to write now, just remember everything. This is like sensory overload, right? We're throwing everything at you all at once. Take those basics, the foundations, and then build upon it, right? Get a nice smooth line. Think about how you're using those controls, how you're coming off and on the brake and the gas pedal, how you're turning the steering wheel. Everything's very methodical, and there's a reason for every action. And they should all kind of, the use of those pedals and the use of that steering wheel should flow together. They work together to help you to find the grip that you need to get around this track.
Instructor slowed down. I think the other two are dropping back. Amazing track, amazing day. So this car has 3/4 of a tank of gas, and it says 57 miles to empty. All right, we got the okay. I'm Tim.
Hey Tim, I'm Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Nice video blog you did the first time too.
Thanks. I'm
A
going
lot
to
of
make a much
people,
better
a lot
one
of
this
people
time.
have watched it and talked to us about it when they come through the school.
Awesome.
It really helped us sell the school.
Well, good.
A lot of people took advantage of it because they watched what you did.
Kind of the intent. Awesome. All right, I'm looking forward to it.
They did a lot of painting for the race last weekend.
All right.
And that paint's really slick, so you gotta really be tidy when you're driving now. Everything got repainted all over the track to make it look good for TV.
Your job does not suck. I love it.
A lot of people don't know that some of the curbs out here, like in the chicane, are metal. So they paint over metal so it's slick.
Oh, wow.
So it gets you a little bit of wheel spin, you know?
Yeah, right.
Some guys are like, why are those curbs so slippery? I go, they're portable.
Oh. Yeah, I got a little sideways
Right here coming out.
And
You
then-
just got to unwind the wheel, look at the Sunoco, and then look
Yes.
at that.
And then right over here, I got on this little thing right
sealer,
here.
right here, that
got a little
paint, yeah.
sideways.
They've got some paint over there in the
Yeah.
sealer. It makes it slick.
Fantastic brakes.
Love these brakes.
Holy
Love them,
balls.
love them, love them, love them.
All day long, too.
Yeah, all day long. Your buddy's like, you can push those brakes like that all day. I go, yep.
Yes.
He's like, damn.
Amazing.
I mean, but that much horsepower, you gotta have some whoa, you know?
Yeah,
These
right.
things are awesome brakes, man. Just
Oh,
awesome.
well, that is fan-freaking-tastic.
The better the second time?
Yeah.
Well, now you kind of know the track, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah,
know what to
totally.
expect when you get here.
When I came here the first time, it was raining most of the time.
That's
so-
right, you had
yeah.
rain, yeah. So the
So-
speeds must have been a lot higher this time.
Yes, it was.
Awesome. Yeah, you really get to feel the car then.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank
You're
you.
welcome, buddy.
Well, just went on the pro ride. Fun. Hopefully the Race Keeper video works and you guys got to see that. But, you know, we were pushing the cars hard. And then once the pro goes out there, and plus he doesn't have to worry about car right in front of him hitting the brakes. But, you know, he just runs full tilt boogie. And these guys are good. They're professional. They walk you through all the do's and don'ts and how to make you a better driver. And they can drive the snot out of these cars. Well, it was a fun day. Oh, look at this NASCAR coming out here to play. Fun day.
Awesome day.
We're gonna go under the track here, and of course we're gonna have to do a little rev.